Formatting in Word is something that you are probably familiar with, at least font formatting. Font formatting examples are making text bold. So I select the text first, click and drag, and make it bold or bold and italics. In this video I will talk about font formatting and paragraph formatting. It's really important to understand how they are applied. There is a big difference between the two. So let's continue. With font formatting, when I insert a new line here for the title, you notice that that new text is bold because I inserted at the point where bold was applied. I'm going to press enter, which creates a new paragraph. To remove the bold, I turn off the button and remove the italics as well. So selecting is really important in the case of the font formatting. You can select a single word by double clicking, instead of clicking and dragging. So for instance, to highlight a particular word or series of words. You notice also that on occasion this quick formatting toolbar appears, and you will find the same commands that are up here and some of the other ones from the ribbon. So the most common ones. Use whichever one you like. If you're not quite sure what the command does, just hover over it. A description will pop up. And you also see a shortcut. In this case, subscript is Control and equal sign. Let's continue with our example. With this drop down, I can change the font type and the font size. I can also change the font size and increase or decrease by using the two command buttons on the right. Something that's very handy is this change case button. Sometimes you will have typed text and you want to change quickly the way the case is applied. So let me show you an example without all the capitals. I use sentence case. I use lowercase. I can change everything to uppercase, or simply capitalize each word and make my correction manually. So that's very handy if you typed a little bit too fast and you made a mistake, or you're getting that text from somebody else. In the corner of this group, the Dialog launcher gives you more options. So by clicking that button, I will see a new dialog. A number of options that you will see here will be the same as in the ribbon. But things like small caps, all caps will be different. The Advanced tab also gives you options that are not available directly on the ribbon, so it's always worth taking a look at that dialog. Let me change one of the options here that I can't control directly here. Go into my dialog, and it's on the Advanced tab. I'm going to change the spacing to expanded. I'm going to expand it. You can see at the bottom of the screen, I'm going to expand it by 1.5. To apply commands from the paragraph group, you need to do something slightly different. You don't need to make a selection, you just need to click inside a paragraph. And when you apply a command such as write, I'm going to center the paragraph, you see the whole paragraph is now centered on the page. So you don't need to select the paragraph. Any text within that paragraph will be affected. Here's another example with line spacing. I just have one at the moment applied. Now if I click 2, you see that applies again to the whole paragraph, even though the only thing that was selected is the position within the paragraph. So keep in mind that the font group, you need to select precisely the word, the letter, the sentence, or the group of lines that you want to apply to. But for paragraph formatting, you don't. Here's a quick overview of what you can find. You can find the line spacing. You can choose a background color for a bit of text that's important that you want to stand out. You can apply borders at the top, the left, or on all sides at once. Just choose from the drop-down. Again, I just click one position within a paragraph to apply these commands. The indent and decrease indent commands will be useful as well. So increase indent and decrease indent to move the starting point for each paragraph. So what is a paragraph in Word? A paragraph in Word is created anytime you press the Enter key. So if I want to add a paragraph which contains a title between facility management and professional facility management, all I need to do is press Enter or return and type my text. This is in its own paragraph. Each time you press Enter, you create a new paragraph. This one is blank. To see where the paragraphs are, click the Show Hide button in the paragraph group. It shows you non-printing characters on the page visibly, and look for that symbol which symbolizes the return. So it's really important to understand if formatting doesn't happen the way you expect it to, it's possibly because your paragraph doesn't end where you think it does. As we saw previously, the dialog launcher in the corner here will give us a lot of similar options. The alignment, the indentation, the spacing, but also a lot of additional controls that you might not otherwise see on the ribbon. I particularly like the ones that are on the line and page breaks tab, so I invite you to have a look at them as well. Final thing, because selections are quite important, I want to give you some shortcuts. To select a word, you can click and drag to say, like this, or select multiple words, you can click and drag. Sometimes if you want to select a word quickly, you can just double click it. Oops, just double click and it will select the whole word, and then you can format it any way you want. If you, as I did by accident, treble click instead of double click, it's the whole paragraph that is selected. So that means you can use any of these commands. But again, you don't need to do that before applying a command from the paragraph group. Another way of selecting text is to click in front of the margin. If you want to select the whole line this time, just click in the margin in front of the line, and that whole line is selected. If you want to select multiple lines, you can also click and drag in the margin. I'm clicking and holding the button. A double click will select the whole paragraph. Double click, like this. And a treble click will select the whole page, the whole document, in fact. So now you know the difference between the font group, the paragraph group, and how they are applied on your page. You know about the dialog launchers, and you know some shortcuts for formatting and selecting